Hello there. So I recently got in this pack, the 212th clone uh, Troop Builder pack, and this is actually my first look at the new clone body. So I do want to do a little comparison with them, but I do want to look at this set overall. I really like it overall. I do. I think Hasbro has made a few missteps with this one, and we'll go over that as well. But let's look at the figures themselves first. Okay, so first off, we got all four of them, and they all come with the little carbine or the carbine blaster here. So, and then you have, and it's a good blaster. It's got good detail, even though there's no paint apps or anything, but it's okay. And then you get two of these longer blasters. They're a little rubbery. I understand why they do it as kind of a safety thing, even though kids aren't really buying these. But it's okay overall. I don't mind it. But let's take a look at the yeah, it's actually just used here. So you have three clones that are the same, actual clones, and they all have like the same head. So you have that there. You have and the bodies in all four are the same. So we'll just look at this guy here. So it's kind of an older style head. No, it is the double. So they got the double, like the little barbell kind of neck joint there, a double ball if you so. Designer there. I like how they do the shoulder pauldrons here. You know, they it gives them good range of motion, and it doesn't. It's kind of different than being connected here, like on say like the deluxe Boba Fett or some other figures like that. But definitely got the ball hinge shoulders, elbows, and it's a swivel wrist, which it's. Oh no, it's not. I'm sorry, it is ball hinged. It's just kind of stiff, and with it's a little limited here. That's why I was having a problem there. But okay, that's pretty good. And again, you have the nice articulated torso there. No swivel in the waist, but you don't need it because of that. But you have the new updated hips, which are really nice. And then ball hinge knees. And of course, ball hinge ankle with the rocker foot, which is very nice, very posable, especially for, it's good for a trooper like this. You definitely want him in some dynamic poses. And of course, he's got his helmet here. I think it was Boss Bounty. He was saying there was the running change here, so I was kind of looked out and got the ones with the painted brow here, so it's not white. This was the one I wanted to get. I did not want just the white helmet. I think that doesn't look quite right. So I'm kind of glad I got this one. I do have a friend though that lives in Chicago, and his first he ordered a pack of these guys, and he got the unpainted helmet. That does not have this black line. So it's not a UK US thing as Tim was suggesting. Not a huge deal. I think it was just like the early batches, and then they have just this running change. So, but I think the helmet's okay. At this point, I think I'd be okay either way. If it was, I think they should start going swappable heads. They've done that with a lot of like the Mandalorian figures, like Bo-Katan comes to mind, as well as I can't remember her name right now, but so seeing that Casca Reeves, sorry, good lord, that was going to drive me nuts. So I'm okay either way. I kind of like the swappable helmets on them because especially if you look at like Axe Woves, his helmet's a little off. But these are okay. A little, I'm fine either way. But I think a swappable head may have been a little bit better. But hey, not the end of the world either way. The figure itself, definitely looks good. They definitely improved the legs. I got a copy of one of the Ahsoka clones here, which is using the old clone body. And if you look, it has been the big complaint about these guys, other than needing updated articulation. And not that this was bad. Just the rocker ankles makes a huge difference with posability. But yeah, just look at this guy was skipping leg day. It's just obvious. But I mean, overall, I mean, everything else looks pretty good on this guy as well. I mean, he also has the removable helmet, and you can kind of looking at the different helmets. I mean, I got to admit, man, these guys, that paint app they did on these was great. But yeah, so I'm looking at it this way. Geez, I mean, this helmet's actually better than the new one. But again, I am not. I mean, this is what I'm showing here is kind of minor gripes about them. But man, the way the visor is and the eyes, I don't know. I don't know which one I like better. I mean, I like the paint apps on this. I wish I had if I had one of my 501st out here. I don't. I should have brought one out, but I'll just deal with what we have here. But I mean, overall, I mean, man, the visor's a little different there. The teeth, this part here is a little, I think the mouth part here is a little thicker and it has a more detail. You know, I honestly I'm not going to display these guys in the same spot. So I don't think it would be that big a deal, but I'm wondering what these guys will look like with the rest of my 212 guys. Like I said, overall, not bad. I mean, that could have probably been used some paint apps, but I'm not going to complain about that. Looking at that, man. So, I mean, there's definitely some pluses with the old skull, other than, I mean, but these legs are just definitely look much better. So definitely improvement there. You know, and it looks like we've kind of taken some minor hits in other places. Again, I am not a deal breaker for me. I have two gripes with this set. So first off, I was looking at it, you know, and when they came out with the Stormtrooper set, and I bought like 4 of those, or the Shore Trooper sets, all the, you know, it started off, they were $42 for the 4 figures, and I thought that was an excellent price. And you know, you have stuff like, I mean, like the Modal Nodes one, like, it's kind of an outlier because you're not, it's you know, it's a 7-figure set now, it's like $90. I'm not really going to bring that in here, but these guys here is 4 figures for $60, so it's about $15 per figure. That's what it breaks down to. And I mean, the figures are good, don't get me wrong, and they get you close to what they're asking for at retail these days. All right, but Hasbro really shot themselves in the foot first, because, and it really comes down to this guy, and Lieutenant Waxer, who is a good figure because obviously he is, you know, part of the Clone Wars and stuff, and you know, so you get this realistic version of him here. So he has a special helmet. It's, you know, it's a very unique helmet. He gets a unique head compared to, like I said, most of them bringing this other grunt here. So he's got his own head. That's fine. Don't get me wrong. I like the Waxer figure. And he's got extra paint apps here. You know, he's got his kills and stuff on there. That's okay. I am not complaining about the figure itself overall. It's a good figure. My problem is you put a unique guy in the Clone Army in a troop builder pack. And I know it's been said before. You know, so he's got all this extra stuff. So basically you're getting, I can't army build with this, other than I have this lieutenant that I'd have to throw off to the side. You know, so everything, if I got multiples of this, I'm only getting 3 clones, and I got 1 guy I can't put in with the army because he's too specific. I think the best fix for this would have been, you know, best course forward. Of course, I don't work for Hasbro. I wasn't in on the meetings or anything like that when they were planning this stuff. But I would have taken this guy and put him on his own card. I mean, you know, we are going to get carded clone troopers from now till the Rapture, because they just have, you know, they've got a new sculpt and they're going to put it out. And Hasbro is very good lately at just selling us repainted troopers and stuff. And it's not too much of a gripe, I should say. I mean, it's like, I would like to see a lot more newer sculpts. I want to see more aliens and stuff in the line. But, you know, we're going to get a lot of troopers with this. You know, they've got this new sculpt, which is a very good sculpt. And I just, you know, so we're going to get a lot. This guy should have been on his own card. And then you have the 4th slot, and you put something like, say, the Airborne Trooper in there, or an ARC Trooper, another You know, you could have given me an ARC, yeah, give me an ARC Trooper. I've got an AT-RT driver of the 212. You know, you could have given me one of those. I would have wanted another AT-RT to put them on, you know, and that's another thing they could have worked on down the road. You know, give us a small vehicle like that would have been very nice, and I think they could do that without too much hassle. You know, but the Airborne Trooper, if you guys remember them from Revenge of the Sith, they look awesome. I would love to have a bunch of those in my 212th battalion, but I've got one right now because I have one in my collection, and I'm happy I've got one, but I wouldn't mind. I would definitely like more. So, I mean, again, Hasbro did a great job making this, you know, this clone trooper looks great. Having an army pack like this, I mean, I expect to see a 501st version of this. I expect to see, you know, they could probably do every clone battalion we have under the sun. I would love to get some of the ones, the gray and black. I don't remember you see them in Revenge of the Sith when after they get Palpatine back and they go back and these meet with the Senate. The clone troopers they're like, they have a lot of the gray paint here. I would love to have an army builder pack of these guys in that color scheme. You know, put in a troop builder pack like this. But you know, if you're going to charge $60, $15 a figure, which I'm not saying that's wrong, but when you're throwing this in there, you have already gotten to the point where now I don't want to get a second set of these. You know, I'm happy with the one. Got 3 more grunts. I got a lieutenant I didn't have before, which is nice. But again, if this was, like I said, if he was an airborne trooper, ARC trooper, a generic different type of trooper, trust me, Hasbro, I would have bought at least 2, if not more. And that was the goal with these. So, I mean, gripe over. It's like I said, I'm glad I got this set. It's a really good one. I'm definitely enjoying the new clone body. And so that's where we're at with this. And you know, unfortunately, they did some missteps here on this one. And so I'm getting just the one. And I'm happy with it. And but, you know, I'll get off my soapbox for now. That should do it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. If you're already one of my subscribers, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you all. If you're not, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you. And leave a comment below. What do you think? Am I too harsh on this? You know, am I hitting the nail on the head here? I don't know. I would love to hear your opinion. I mean, we all collect differently. I mean, somebody could have went and bought like 4 or 5 of these things. And that's great. I mean, I just don't know what to do with extras of this guy. He's a little too unique. But, you know, do you think my idea is a good one or not? I would love to hear your opinion on it. And but that should do it for now. So, again, thanks again for watching. And until next time, may the Force be with you.
Remember, the Force will be with you always. The Force will be with you.